Good afternoon. At least it's afternoon where I'm at while I'm recording this. This video is how can I reduce my spending now? As you've heard in my story before, my husband found out he had cancer, and we were told that day, you don't go back to work. We don't know what kind it is yet. We were scheduling the biopsy, but we can't risk what might happen to you if something hurts your leg. And he was a paramedic at the time, so that was a definite possibility since it was in his femur, his leg bone. Um, and so maybe there's something like that who's watching this right now. It may not be something as catastrophic as an illness, but maybe you've decided I need to stay home with my kids because of something going on in the schooling, or you've lost your daycare, or you're having issues with vehicles, whatever it is. If you suddenly find yourself in a position where you need to reduce your spending right now, today, immediately, this video is for you. And please, hashtag redefine in the comments and share with me your comments and ideas for money saving tips, ideas, and even what's going on, like reasons that you've had to stop working and resources you know of in the area to help somebody else. And make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, and like so that other people will see this. It's a huge help, and it really, really helps the people who need this most get the information. Now, let's jump in. This is not financial advice, but it is life advice. So, to reduce your spending now, number one, evaluate what you have and how long it will last. This is everything from toiletries, toilet paper, soap, canned goods, whatever it is. What do you have on hand at your house? What do you have in your savings? What do you have in your checking? What kind of expenses do you have coming up? For us, we pay our auto insurance every 6 months. So if I just paid it, I know I can just put money aside for the next few months and I can account for that. If it's due next month or next week, that's a big issue because where we live, auto insurance is ridiculous. So evaluate what you have, how long it will last, and what's coming up. That's the first thing. Write it down. Don't just put it in your head. Sit down and write these things down. Number two, pause or cancel subscriptions. This is things for like online viewing. People don't really get magazines anymore, but you might get e-delivery of magazines, although I get a few print magazines. But anything that you can pause, do it right then. If it's something that you decide later you can completely cancel, do that too. Get rid of extra expenses. Number three, what other jobs could you do? What kind of side hustles, what kind of skills, talents, abilities do you have that you could either earn money or barter so that you don't have to spend money? Number four, schedule your meals now. This goes back to what do you have? Look in your freezer, look in your cabinets, write down what you have. If you have 2 pounds of ground beef and, I don't know, a chicken leg, write out when you're going to eat those things. Waste nothing. Find creative ways. I mean, a chicken leg, actually, you could make chicken noodle soup because you could cook, boil the leg and then pull the meat off, chop it off real small, use the broth from the bone. You get the idea. Schedule meals, buy what you need that you can afford, turn off notifications on your cell phone, delete and unsubscribe from emails. You don't need to know every time something goes on sale when you're dealing with a I've got to cut my expenses right now moment. Number five, cost saving meals. I've got about 7 of them, maybe 8 up on my channel right now, and I'm going to be adding a bunch as we go through the weeks. I'm making videos like crazy, and my daughter's helping me edit them so that they'll look great for you. Not this one, obviously. This is all mom all the time. But the ones that she's editing with the recipes, they'll be really easy to follow. Look online. There's a lot of cost-saving recipes. If you have a really great cost-saving idea, put it in the comments. Also, look at some of my other videos in the comments. There's been some great ideas already shared. But some examples of things that you can do is make things with chicken, make things vegetarian. Soups are really good at cost saving, especially if you can make baking powder biscuits. It's 2 cups flour, a cup of milk, like a quarter cup of lard, some salt, baking powder. I'll make them on a future video. If you want to see that, let me know. Anyway, it's something you can make really cheap. Things with grains. I showed quinoa the other day, how you can make like a few days worth of meals with quinoa. You could use rice and quinoa and some vegetables. My 3 items for dinner video has a lot of ideas and they're really super cheap. So cost saving meals and schedule them out. Again, write down what you're going to eat because otherwise you're going to end up going to the drive-thru or grabbing a pizza, and that will blow a budget when you're trying to cut expenses all over. Use the envelope system. If you don't know what that is, please go watch my video talking about it because I have it modified in case you live in an area that has things that are cashless, like grocery stores or different things that won't let you use your cash, which is the basis of the envelope system. And instead you need to use your credit card. My systems help you modify it so that you can stay on budget. Anything you can pay off to decrease your monthly expenses is money in your pocket every month, assuming that you will have enough coming in to still make your bills. If not, that's a different scenario. And if you have questions on that, you can put them in the comments or message me directly and ask about that. Not that I can give financial advice, but maybe point you to some videos or some resources that I've used to help me to really cut expenses even more. But if you're spending more than you're making, you've got to stop spending is the bottom line. But if it's a temporary thing, the big thing is like pausing and getting everything. Like if this is the line of the money that you're making, you've got to get everything down here and then work to try to pay stuff off so that your expenses stay down here so it never goes back above that line. That is the big key. But some of these things like scheduling out some menus, evaluating what you have, finding some cost-saving recipes, and bartering and finding a side hustle, those will help you in the immediate need. And if you have other ideas, please share them below. Look at my other videos, whether you watch the videos entirely or read through the comments and the descriptions to get an idea of some of the things we talk about. Go over and look at those too and give us your ideas here. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.